And we are live. Hello everyone, and welcome. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Irene. I'm Customer Success Manager at Novable. And today I'm sitting here once again for another chapter of our webinar series where I sit down with innovation professionals from across sectors to discuss how innovation really works, really happens beyond buzzwords. So, before jumping right in today, I have a quick recap of how Cradcast, the platform we are using today, it works. So, on the right-hand side of your screen, you will find few tools that will be quite useful for you throughout this conversation. The first on the top is the chat section that you are already using. Very nice. I encourage you to say hello, to tell us where you're joining us from, because it's always nice for us to understand the reach of our webinars. And also, it's a way for you to interact with us, with me, with our guests throughout the discussion. Voilà, so really, I encourage you to use it, to keep an eye on it, and voilà, to drop your ideas as well, if you have something to add. Right below it, always on the right-hand side of the panel, you will find the Q&A section. So for now, there are no questions, but of course, we have made some time at the end of this discussion for questions. So drop all of them there throughout the discussion as soon as they come to your minds. And you will also have the possibility to upvote some of the questions so that I know which are the most interesting ones so that I can ask them first. Voilà. Below it, you have an equally important section, which is the poll section. Keep an eye on this as well, because we will be sending some polls during this time together, because it's a way for us to gain some insights on our audience today. And most importantly, please stay with us until the very end of these 30 minutes, because we have prepared a surprise for you waiting at the end. Voilà. Quick reminder is that this is meant to be a conversation, of course, between me and our guest. But as I said, feel free to interact through the chat, through the poll section, the question section, etc., so that I can be your voice towards our guest of today. And who is our guest? So today we have a very special guest. I'm very, very glad to be joined by Ariadnne. Join here on stage, a virtual stage. Welcome, Ariadnne. Hello.
Hello, Irene. Hello, everybody. Nice to be in touch with you, and to all the audience, thanks for connecting today. It has been a very nice surprise to be talking about a new topic in front of everyone.
And I was having a look at the chat. We have people connecting from Beijing, London, Brussels, Greece, France. My God, that's very nice. It's the tour of the world.
Well, I feel like a rock star.
Yeah, exactly. So, Ariadnne Vargas Rivadeneira, you are a new application product at IBA. IBA stands for Ion Beam Application, and it's a Belgian and then global company specialized in particle accelerator solutions that is best known today for the proton therapy for cancer treatments and also radiation solutions for industrial environments. You have a very long job title. A new application product manager. I'm sure that you will have better words than me to explain it thoroughly. So please, Ariadnne, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about your background, your career path so far, and also what does it entail to be in your role today in IBA?
Sure. So yeah, I agree. It's a kind of a long title, but I think that just to give a little bit of context. So on my background, I'm a chemical engineer. I have been working at IBA since 4 years. In September will already be 4 years. And why I started working at IBA is because I also have a specialization in nuclear technology applications. So part of my background is related into understanding the application of nuclear technology for different broader applications in industry. So I also have been working as a project manager and at IBA in the last years as product manager. And we created like 1 year ago a new team at IBA Industrial. That the name of our team is the innovation team, and our focus is to discover, not really discover, but to try to escalate new applications of irradiation from academia to bring them to the industry. So for being able to do this path, we needed a position or somebody that could first understand application and try to connect the main basis with the knowledge of our products. So that's how a position of product manager for new application was born and is intended to be in this team. So what I do, and I think that it's to try to summarize what I do, is that I help my team and I help IBA in order to identify new applications. What it means new applications for us, it means also new markets for our products in the radiation industry. And by identifying that, we also need to identify new customer needs that are coming from the market, link those needs to what has been developed or studied by the academia, and then to make a match with the products that we already have, and to identify also what other things we need to do on improving that in our designs or in also in all the configurations to address these new markets. So this is basically what I am doing with my team, or at least that I try to do every day.
Well, yes, because you said it's a team that is relatively young. It's been, let's say, created 1 year ago, even though, if I understand correctly, at least some of the people in the team were already working in the company. So
Yes.
it's not new people, it's people who are very close to the products. So
yes, exactly.
voilà. And also the fact that you have a specialization in nuclear technology and those applications, it really speaks to me because you know your product perfectly. But my first question would be, why is it that today you have to look at new applications? So you are looking outside your, let's say, regular scope, rather than going for a more vertical approach. If you think of innovation, sometimes the first thing we think of is further improving what we already have. No, so a vertical innovation in the sense that I should expect you, or I would expect you to further improve your machines. Given that you're the best, in order to keep your place, maybe you should further improve your machines so that you keep the very best place in the sector for what you do. But what is it that now you're kind of taking this, I could say, horizontal approach, where you're trying new applications for your machine? I don't know if it's clear. Let me know if I should rephrase it.
Yes. So, I think that it's good to mention that we are doing both. So,
Okay.
on one side, that we also have a dedicated product team that works closely with R&D day by day by identifying new needs that our current and future customers might have in the field of medical devices sterilization and food irradiation and applications that we are already addressing. So that's a work day by day that it's being done in parallel, and it's part of continuing and improving the product life cycle. So that's something that
Okay.
it's always been done. However, and I think that it's also important for the audience that is here to understand a little bit better and give some context about who IBA is and also what we do. So historically, we and currently also we have the most powerful accelerator, so producer of a high energy electron beam and X-ray. And our main market is to use these machines and all these systems, because we don't only provide a machine, but we provide an integrated system, including conveyor integration and everything,
Mhm.
for our main market, that it's the medical devices sterilization. So
Okay.
our machine is today the most powerful worldwide that can address sterilization in the most efficient way. We also address other markets like the food decontamination market with irradiation, also phytosanitary irradiation for increasing the international trade of fruits and vegetables. So those are markets that we review, we addressed, and I can say that we already know how to move in that way. However, our machines are there, but these markets are also there. But we also know that irradiation can be used in many other ways. So for the people that you really don't are not aware about how irradiation can be used, is that we accelerate particles, and these particles will interact with the matter and will be like a big chemical initiators, because basically what we induce is to produce free electrons in matrix, and these electrons interacts with the molecules, and there are molecular rearrangements that can be taken advantage to be used into polymer modification, material modification in general. Also, that can be used as pollutant destroyers for later on being used irradiation as an environmental remediation solution. So you see, applications are wide. So that's why we decided, and we took into consideration that there is a lot of work that has been done in the academia and at R&D giving good results, and there are a lot of needs coming from different industries. So that's why we decided to be there in the middle to try to connect both ways, to try to not only, of course, help us to open new markets also for us, because then later on we will have more revenues, but on the other side to try to help the radiation to be widely used in the other markets. So that's why we have now, as you said, an horizontal way, but it doesn't mean that we are not also improving the quality and evolving our products according to the needs of our customers.
It's a complementary approach, so you have both
Exactly.
sides. Yeah,
Yes.
very interesting, very interesting. And so we decided to call our discussion today from academia to industry, because what your team does is that you go to academia, pool of ideas, let's say, you pick one, and then you scale it, let's say, very simply, of course. Would you be able to tell us a little bit more in detail, how do you choose an idea in the enormous, gigantic pool of ideas of academia?
Of course, so, as you just said, it sounds very simple, but actually we go through a process, because
Mhm.
all ideas are great. Of course, all ideas that are coming can sound very interesting, and in that case, we really need to make an evaluation of the process. In that way, in the team, we worked to develop a funneling process. So it means that, as you know, you can imagine that, okay, today we go to a conference and with academia we said, okay, let's give us ideas. We will get, let's say, 100 ideas, but we cannot be working in the 100s at the same time.
Of
So we
course.
need to really to have like a funneling process, and this funneling process, of course, consists about doing a screening. And what it means on a screening, so it's, you basically have the general information. By this information, we also need to understand what the real problematic. So it's, if this idea can really solve a problem that it's becoming like coming from regulatory restrictions, or if it's really a pain that a market can have. After that, we really need to make a technical evaluation to see if it's irradiation, in this case, if it's really working, and not just works and that's it, if it's working in an efficient way. And by efficient way, it's triggered, and I think that it's also part of the core of this webinar. Is this economically feasible to do this? So in this case, what we also do and we evaluate is the total cost of ownership of using our solutions on our technology. And we also benchmark this with the current alternative technologies to that application. So in this case, we don't just make a calculation on how much it will cost to irradiate X matrix and that's it. No, because we also need to understand the market that we will be facing. So we try to put ourselves in the shoes of a future customer, and we explore the markets, even though we are not we are not completely experts. But in this case, we try to make a lot of partnerships with these markets. So we go to events from these industries. We try to connect and increase our network, and we do a lot of market research in this case and business development. So I guess that that's the key of this part on the process. And why? Because then later on we will be able to get information and real information to populate all our this hypothetical business case that we are doing, to later on assess if this is really a good application or not. And in parallel, we also have a team of scientists that are working with us at IBA. We have a good connection with our discovery lab team that are the scientists that are also behind the discovery of a lot of phenomena and chemical reactions that are behind our process. So I would say that this is a complete coordinated process that we are handling. And more or less, sorry that I extended a lot, but it's usually how we are trying to make a funneling of all these ideas.
Very, very interesting to hear. So it's a bigger process that I would ever think of. So multiple teams, and it's not, as you said, it's not an Excel file. It's really something. It's a process where there are
Yeah.
steps to be followed and much information to chase. And so let's say that you pick an idea, because I also another thing that I think of. We said a huge pool of ideas is there in the academia world, and I guess it's also easy to dream when you have all of these ideas, some very early stage technologies that promise to save the world, etc. It's easy to get carried on and start dreaming. But your approach really brings numbers in, brings really your team members, I guess, onto the how can I say, onto the earth. They touch some grass because you said there are really some steps that you have to follow. The total cost of ownership, that's the most important thing, and then you have to carry on, etc. And what happens after you pick the right idea? You test it, and the testing goes well.
Yeah, that's the best of the cases. So
Nice.
if that goes, if that's in the case, of course, we in this complete journey, what we also try to do is every time that we're exploring, as I told you, we are working together with the market. So if we
Mhm.
identify and there is somebody interested about working in this with us, then there are coming partnerships, joint ventures, on next steps about potential scale ups of engineering, so these type of things that we can pursue and work with our partners to have the dream come true, you know. But I would like also, if I go a little bit back to what you just said, because
Yes.
as you said, yeah, you put the numbers and you put the dreams to reality. It, actually, it's not as also as simple as that, because part
Ah.
of innovation it's also to have a lot of creativity behind. So
Mm.
and sometimes it was always like it's a delicate balance, because, and I think that now that we are talking more about innovation, it's important that sometimes in innovation you tend to dream a lot. One day you just woke up because you dream that you will do and address this application tomorrow, and sometimes that's not the case, but sometimes it could be the case. So in that
Ah.
case, and if at the beginning it's not really working, it doesn't mean that it's dead at all. So usually that's why we also have a prioritization stage,
Ah.
so where we see which ones are from a market perspective more urgent, or we see that TRL, the technology readiness, is higher. Of course, it could be a priority one in the scale. If there is possibility that these applications need more development, it will go to a priority two, priority three, but not to kill, you know, because all ideas can have something behind them. But sorry that I go back, but I
No,
wanted
no, no,
to let
no,
that clear,
absolutely.
you know.
So the message is don't kill all of your dreams, your ideas.
Yeah.
Just park them. You
Yeah,
park
if
them,
not,
and then you.
we will never be you know, an innovation, completely crazy innovation that could be something that could break the market. Sometimes it's not going to happen then.
Okay, and I was curious to know, since the second part of our title is the scaling innovation that delivers ROI. So, at what points you ensure that the project, the idea that has been scaled, really delivers ROI, and how do you show it both internally to your management and
Hmm.
externally to your customers?
Yeah. So it's Usually, and when I see this part of ROI determination, everybody gets crazy about this. Usually, and I have been seeing in the last events or conferences that I have been attending, I think that it's something fashionable right now that everybody's doing this. But I think that it's important to mention that at a very early stage, when you do this, it doesn't mean that it's like 100% yes or 100% no. So what I want to say is that first, what we try to do to check, as I told you, we are addressing new applications that our potential customers might not really even understand why we are going to their door. So first, we really need to put ourselves in the shoes of a customer, and then we make an hypothetical business case for saying like that. So of course, we have information from for being able to calculate the TCO or the TOC, but when we have this hypothetical build, we really need to go later on to the market to get the correct information. And that part is not always so easy. So usually it takes some time after you go, you talk with all the market that you are talking there. And then we extract this information to validate on the other side. As at the beginning, we make a estimation of this TCO. We also go to the market also to test the reaction of this market, to try to identify if this is something that it could be reasonable or not, and to benchmark versus other technologies. Because it can happen that, for example, a TCO could be really lower to what the others are offering. So, of course, the expectations for having a successful business case will be better, but in other cases might not be the case. So usually we try to do, so I would summarize hypothetical business case, then you benchmark information of TCO, test with real market, and later on from the market also obtain information for being able to populate and try to make the business case as most reasonable as possible. As I said before, sometimes I see a lot of business cases that are built into a lot of assumptions. And of course, it's just an Excel sheet where you populate information and you will get all information after that. But it doesn't mean that this is a quality information. So I think that this is the most important to validate with real data later on to move on.
Makes sense. Okay. Look, Ariadne, I think time has come for me to make this little announcement of the surprise we have prepared for you. So, for those of you in the audience who never ever tested Novable, we have decided to give you the chance to run a free test of Novable. You will simply have to click on the green button that is displayed under our faces. You will see here below the screen. You just have to click on the button. You will be redirected to a page which explains in a detailed manner how it works to run a delivery with Novable. But basically, put simply, we will work on a briefing coming from you about your needs, and we will deliver a curated list of companies, innovative companies or startups that are particularly relevant to your briefing, to your needs. And then you will also be able to request an iteration, so to request a new set of companies to review. And of course, we will support you throughout the whole process. But as I said, once again, you just have to click on the button and you will find everything explained clearly and in details. Voila. Now we have more or less 6 minutes left. I think we can turn to the questions. I see there are 2 questions, both of them from Damia. Nice. So, and one has also been voted. So let's start from that one. Ariadne, if you're ready. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
Let's go. So the first question is, which kind of OKRs or KPIs do you use to measure the valorization of innovation beside ROI? For financial purposes, of course.
Yes, so I think that only for financial purposes, or because if you say valorization of innovation, it can be addressed in many ways. It could be also according to when you do an innovation, you can also generate, for example, IPs. and based on IPs and incoming, incomes coming from IPs can also be part of an KPI or an OKR that you could have. So is it just related to financial purposes or also something else?
Well, it's not specified.
Mm,
Damien wrote financial purposes, so definitely financial purposes is interesting. And then if we have time, you can also elaborate a little
yes.
bit more on the others.
Maybe also it could be also to consider, for example, some potential of reduction on costs for a specific challenge or a specific task or process that a customer might have. And I try to speak in general because, of course, for the non-disclosure purpose, I cannot go directly to illustrate with an example. But let's say that by the use of our technology, they can save some money, or they not only on some money, but they can also simplify a process or enhance the quality of a product, or even open new markets that could be restricted for a type of regulatory restriction. So I think that also this is also part of the valorization of innovation in this case.
Okay. All right. And now we have another question. We still have time, 4 minutes more or less.
Yeah.
Which is, could you describe the process used to measure impact of incremental innovation and disruptive innovation?
That's a good one. So I would be honest, today we are not really going so deep into measuring like a disruptive innovation for the moment. We are a little bit more into like an incremental innovation, but I think that that's something to keep into account. So I say that I will take that into account and check it deeper to go back to Damien too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I don't see any more questions here, but yeah, Damien wrote in the chat beside financial purposes
Yes.
related to
So
the
exactly. So then I think, Damian, that I will tell you, for example, it's not unknown that today there are many restrictions, and there will be a lot of restrictions into, for example, the percentage of recyclability, or the percentage or how recyclable a packaging might be. So in this case, if a packaging needs to have a more recyclable content or polymers, in this case, irradiation could help to enhance recyclability, and we can help to provide a type of new formulations. In this case, it won't be only RIO; it will be like market size that you are avoiding to lose for this type of restriction. So in this case, that would be also another way of valorization of innovation.
Mhm. Interesting. And by the way, for the audience, we just put Ariadne's LinkedIn profile and her email address into the chat section, once again on the right hand panel of Crowdcast. So in case you want to reach out to her to continue the discussion or ask questions, really feel free to do it. We received another question. We have 2 minutes, so we have time if we go fast. From Anne. Do you use also key exploitable results in your process?
Not yet. So to be honest, it's also something new for me. So of course, I will be happy to be in touch with Anne, so we can exchange a little bit better on this, and we can check it together. But I need to confess that that's something that we are that I didn't know.
Not yet. Always say not yet in life.
Yeah.
Voilà, okay, so 1 minute left. Unless we receive a question in the next minutes. Ariadne, thank you very, very much for joining us. It was a very insightful discussion. And for the audience, just know that we will craft a very nice blog post that we will send to you via email alongside with the recording of this session in case you want to have a rewatch of the two of us. And thank you all for connecting. I was really happy to hosting this chapter of our series, and of course, I will be more than happy to host another one. Follow us on LinkedIn to know when is it the next session, and of course, who will be the next guest with whom I will talk on new perspectives on innovation. Thank you again, Ariadne. Thank you all for participating, and see you next time. Bye.
Thank you so much, Irene. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.